What's up? Christine here. Today I am going to start planting some seeds. I am very excited about it. I've been looking forward to it since the end of gardening season last year. So I am a little bit behind just because I've been really busy. But yeah, I'm going to try to make up for some lost time today. I did order about 12 new packets of seeds online through MI Gardener, and I haven't gotten any updates on that order yet, so I'm sure they're pretty busy. But yeah, so I'm gonna start sowing the ones that I have right now. Oh, but I forgot, I do have to start making some labels because all of my old labels are just trashed. So what I like to do is use like a cottage cheese container or like Greek yogurt because it is plastic. And it's super easy. I get them all the time. So I like to make use of everything that I have. So this is a good example of utilizing everything that you have. I eat a lot of Greek yogurt and like cottage cheese and stuff like that. So I always have a lot of these on hand. I use them for chicken broth and chicken stock also to like put in the freezer. They're just the perfect size. Yeah, I figured when I ran out of labels years ago, I was looking around for something to use, and then I realized I had a bunch of these. So, and it's always worked fine for me. Obviously it's best if you have like a UV resistant marker, so got all those. I might have to do another one after this too, though. And then obviously just cut them. It's easier once you get the first few off. Not too much work. And then if you really want, you can use this too. But I mean, I'm not like desperate or anything. So, but yeah. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And then I'll make a point. Look at that. Okay, so now we've got our labels made and ready to go. So it's time to prepare the soil. So I've got to get all of my little seed cells ready. I need to order some new ones, more durable ones, but since I still have these on hand, I like to eke out every last bit, And then also I'm going to put on some gloves, see which pair. And I have so many pairs of gardening gloves, but the same thing happens to them all because I have long nails. So like it doesn't take long for them to end up with like holes in the fingertips, unfortunately. So yeah. But I guess good thing I have so many pairs. I'll just pick the pair that is less holy. Oh boy, look at my bucket here. It's getting ruined. Yeah, so this is the soil I'm going to be using. It is coconut coir. So that's usually what I start off with. I gotta go and wet it down though with the hose real quick. So I wet down the soil. Not too much though. You don't want it to be like like soggy and gross. Just enough where it kind of sticks together a little bit. So I always think of like kind of like brownie mix a little bit, I guess, maybe. So this is my little workstation here. I got a couple of sawhorses with a board on it that I used for like spray painting stuff. As you can see, I spray painted a pot, or we spray painted some pots, and this was our board that we used. But I mean, why not use it, The table in the garage is currently covered with a bunch of other crap. So this is what I use. And it works perfectly fine. So there's one that's done and ready to go. And then I have another one. lightly pressed down so they're not too compacted anyways. So that's ready to go. I have 2 of these now. So now I have 72 ready to plant in. Today I'm going to plant some peppers and tomatoes. I organized my seeds based on, you know, when they need to be planted and everything. So I guess I'll start with my beloved tomatoes. I always use a bamboo stick. Yeah, I'm really excited about gardening this year. Where's it at? I'll just get all the tomatoes out. Pear tomatoes, those are neat. They look like little pears. I thought that was pretty cool. Peppers, huge tomato. Some of them I don't know, they got mixed up, and I'm not entirely sure what variety, what kind they are. You know, for some of the ones that I'm not sure about, because I do have like mixed seeds, I'll throw them in a bag, and then I'll just throw them all in a plot, like out in the little food forest area that I got, and then just whatever grows, grows. You know, I don't like to waste anything. You know, a plant's a plant. I actually had 3 really healthy tomato plants growing out in the middle of the yard that I didn't plant. And I thought that was really neat because one of them was actually a Roma tomato plant, and I didn't have any seeds, and it was a little late in the season to be starting from seed. And it was really cool because I was walking one day and I seen this tomato plant, and I thought, man, that looks super healthy. I was so excited. And then I realized it is the kind of plant that I actually needed because I wanted to use it for canning. And I was so happy because it was just so strange. Obviously, it was a seed from the year before that maybe a bird or something, somehow it got planted out in the yard. And that's exactly what I needed. I mean, I'll never forget that. Like, that was just really cool. So I actually thought this heat mat didn't work anymore, but come to find out, I guess it's still good. So I'm really happy about that. I am going to get some more though, because I'm going to need more. But I had to set this kit or whatever, a little emergency kit for my chickens and ducks on there. But yeah, so I don't have the heat mat turned up that high because I just have it just high enough to keep these plants alive because it is a little cold out in the garage, and I don't want the bottom of the soil to freeze. But so this is what I have so far. This is the first tray that I planted. So I've got different kinds of peppers and tomatoes in there. And so the reason I don't have any labels in this one is because it's the same seeds for each one. So it saves me labels. I'm kind of like that. Now I get to plant some flowers. So I'm going to prepare a whole nother tray. Okay. It's really cool right now because I could see all the geese coming back. And you can hear the American finches like out on the trails. I'm always really happy to hear them because they always show up, you know, and make their presence known on warmer days. So it just makes me really happy to hear them. And they sound so happy. They sound really chipper too. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plant some flowers. So I've got some asters here. I like to be surrounded by plants everywhere I go around the yard. You can never have too many. But yeah, I'm actually going to grow some extras of everything this year and start selling starter plants. Because I just thought, I mean, I have the space for it. I have the resources and everything. Why not, you know? So anyway, yeah, these labels that I made are really, really coming in handy. And definitely want to plant a lot of lavender. You can never have too much. It takes a really long time to grow and mature, so I like to start early. I like making lavender oil, rosemary oil, and all different kinds of oils. So I grow a lot of rosemary too, and it takes a super long time to grow too, I notice. Yeah, this seems like kind of a finicky plant to grow, I've noticed. I got chickens trying to come in here in the garage. So we butchered all the roosters except for one. And it was actually just a little baby roo. So actually it's kind of funny because for the longest time I thought he was a hen because he wasn't showing any signs of being a rooster. Didn't crow, didn't have any likeness about him to a rooster. And I always liked him. I thought he was just a good looking chicken. He's got feathery feet, really colorful plumage. And he has like a rose comb. So he's actually a barnyard special that was hatched out here. So he's kind of a mix between an Egyptian Fayoumi and I think a Marans, a black Marans actually. But anyways, he's a really good looking rooster. So the day that we butchered all the roosters, we had gotten almost nearly halfway through, and then I heard a crow off on the trail. And then I thought, oh crap, we missed one. But yeah, so anyway, come to find out, it was actually a little baby rooster, and the whole time he had me fooled into thinking he was a hen. Bunch of commotion, and I was wondering what was going on. I kind of thought, well, maybe it was a hawk or a bald eagle or something, and that's why everybody was freaking out. And no, actually, it's the chickshaw fell back again. So yeah, I guess I got to go fix that. That's kind of hard to do by yourself because I would need somebody to hold down the front so that way it doesn't come up, because I got to put the kickstand back underneath it. This happens every now and then. It's a little heavy. A little heavy when you're not pulling it around on wheels. But basically, now that the ground is softening up a little bit, this kickstand actually broke because the hinge, just like a cheap hinge, I guess. But I actually put it upside down. I guess it doesn't matter. Let me fix that actually. Nope. It's a little mild setback, but it happens. Oh no! The eyeball came off of my owl. Oh. Watch out. There's a first. Ah. Jeez. Well, that sucks. I might have to bring that back in. So, I forgot I have... So I have all these petunia seeds. There's literally probably thousands upon thousands in there. But so since I didn't get to actually separate the seeds, I've just been pretty much just stepping on them. Yeah, that is blood on my boot. It'll eventually come off, but yeah, so there's thousands upon thousands of seeds. I gotta go and get my little sifter thingy. But I love petunias and also snapdragons. Same thing. I gotta do the same thing with this to separate the seeds. Also, I'm gonna plant extras of these though. I really love snapdragons and petunias. Those are two of my favorite kinds of flowers. Of course, I love all flowers, but these ones, I'm always excited to see them popping up. I'm just gonna put that in there. getting just slightly messy over here. So I think you just barely cover these. I want to get this done before I feed the ducks. Can't really see. Yeah, there's also little pieces of the little seed pod thing in there too. Just a little bit anyways. And I like to use this just lightly. Alrighty, so this is everything that I planted today. So I've got my peppers and tomatoes in one. I've got different kinds of herbs, and I've got some cabbage and broccoli, leeks, onions, of course, some celery, and I've got some flowers in this one. I'm going to have to call it quits for today, but I do have some more. So I've got some snapdragons, asters, lavender, petunias, stock, and impatiens in this last one right here. And then I do also have another basket full of seeds. There's a bunch of stuff in here. But yeah, this bag has more seeds in there. Then I've got plains coreopsis, marigolds. I don't know what that says. Those are marigolds, though, obviously. Another kind. Sweet William. Sweet William. Milkweed, I love having tons of milkweed for the butterflies. They love it. And then these are more... and then these are actually more zinnias. Zinnias. And then more these are, more marigolds. I've got a lot of marigolds because I grow a lot. Different kinds. Solid gold. This actually is from a friend's mom who gave me those. I thought that was really nice of her. I've used them. I've grown so many. Coleus. Which coleus seeds are super small. But I have another packet inside too with more seeds. More marigolds. Purple echinacea, which are just like purple cone flowers, which I really love. I've got more inside too. Corn marigold. One thing I don't like to grow though, even though I do like them, are black-eyed Susans, and that's just because of the pests. But I've got lots of morning glories. I love growing morning glories up and around the deck. Geranium. More seeds. I'm gonna have to bring maybe that inside actually. Some stink bugs. These look like black turtle beans. Ooh. Yeah, those are black turtle beans. More black-eyed Susans. I do like them, though. Another kind of marigold. Sunflowers, which I want to get an early start this year because I love growing sunflowers. I didn't get to have as many last year. And 4 o'clocks. I love 4 o'clocks. That's one of my favorites to grow also. Hollyhocks. These take a long time to grow. They take a long time to flower, should I say. Could take a couple years anyways. So this is actually from 2020. There's still a lot in there. What is this? Cosmos, there's nothing left, so I need to make a note of that because I love growing cosmos. But chances are I'll still have some popping up. Impatiens. I like getting these boxes. They're from DG, and you get a whole bunch of them in there. So I like impatiens. But yeah, and then yellow day lilies, which I have a bunch up by the deck that pop up, and grape hyacinth. I think these take quite a while too. More 4 o'clocks, it looks like, and some more stink bugs. That is nasty. Ew. And then what is this little guy? Question mark. So, like I said in a different part of the video, for seeds that I don't know what they are, I just throw them in a plot. Basically, I just scatter them, and whatever grows, grows. I mean, it's pretty exciting, actually. But yeah, so that is my mystery basket. But I have a whole nother bag full of seeds and seeds just tucked in random places. But yeah, that is it for my planting today. I feel pretty good that I got something done, for the gardening season. I am excited. I do have my work really cut out for me this year though, because I also have the greenhouse that I'm gonna have to fill up as well. So I haven't started on lettuces yet and a lot of other things, but I'm gonna be super busy. So I planted some things today. I'm gonna be planting some more hopefully tomorrow if I have time. I don't know because uh, tomorrow's Monday, so I might not have any time. But yeah, well, that's it for me for today. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.